Imagine God telling you to kill your own child to prove your faith. Abraham didn't hesitate. This is perhaps the most psychologically complex story in all of human literature. Here we have the ultimate test of faith, obedience, and sacrifice. God calls to Abraham, and Abraham responds immediately. Behold, here I am. No hesitation, no negotiation, just presence and readiness. The command is devastating. Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and go to the land of Moriah. Offer him there as a burnt offering. Think about the psychological weight of this moment. This is not just any child. This is Isaac, the son of promise, the child Abraham waited decades to receive, the fulfillment of God's covenant. And what does Abraham do? He rises early the next morning. He doesn't delay. He doesn't argue. He doesn't seek clarification. This tells us something profound about the nature of faith versus mere belief. Faith acts. Faith moves forward into the unknown, even when, especially when, the path seems to lead through darkness. For 3 days they travel, 3 days of walking toward what appears to be the destruction of everything Abraham holds dear. Can you imagine the psychological torment? Every step forward is a step towards sacrificing his beloved son. Yet Abraham continues. When they reach the place, Abraham tells his servants, "Stay here with the donkey, the lad and I will go yonder and worship, and we will come back to you." Notice that we will come back. Even in the face of apparent contradiction, Abraham maintains his faith in God's ultimate goodness. Then comes one of the most heart-wrenching moments in all of Scripture. Isaac, carrying the wood for his own sacrifice, asks his father, "Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering?" The innocence of that question cuts to the core, and Abraham's response reveals the depth of his faith. "My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering." This isn't wishful thinking. This is the recognition that when we align ourselves with the highest good, when we're willing to sacrifice even what we love most, something greater emerges. Abraham builds the altar. He arranges the wood. He binds his son, his beloved Isaac, and places him on the altar. The knife is raised. This is the moment where everything hangs in the balance. The future of God's promise, the life of his son, the meaning of his entire existence.
And then at the crucial moment, the angel calls, "Abraham, Abraham."
And Abraham responds as he always has, "Here am I."
The angel commands, "Do not lay thy hand upon the lad, for now I know that thou fearest God, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me."
Abraham looks up and sees a ram caught in the thicket. God has indeed provided. The sacrifice is made, but not as Abraham expected. He names the place Jehovah Jireh. The Lord will provide. This isn't just about provision of material needs. This is about the provision of meaning, of purpose, of a way forward when all seems lost.
The angel speaks again, confirming God's blessing. "In blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven and as the sand on the seashore."
The willingness to sacrifice everything leads not to loss, but to abundance beyond imagination. This story teaches us that the highest form of faith requires the willingness to let go of even our most precious attachments when called to do so. Only then can we discover what lies beyond our limited understanding.